Hi there. Today we are going to listen a story about the hungry little caterpillar's big adventure. Once upon a time, in a vast green forest filled with towering trees, colorful flowers, and sparkling rivers, there lived a tiny caterpillar named Coco. He had just hatched from a tiny white egg on the underside of a big green leaf. Coco wiggled his little body and looked around. Everything was so bright and beautiful. The sun shone through the trees, the wind whispered through the leaves, and the birds chirped joyfully. But Coco felt something very important. He was hungry. His tiny belly growled like a little drum. I need to eat, he thought. So, he took a small bite of the leaf he was sitting on. This is delicious, he said, chewing happily. But one bite was not enough. Coco munched and munched until there was nothing left of the leaf but its stem. He looked around for more food. He crawled to a nearby branch and found a shiny red apple hanging low. Oh, this looks tasty, he said. Coco stretched his little body, took a big bite, and smiled. The apple was sweet and juicy. Yum, he said, but he was still hungry. He wiggled down the tree and found an orange carrot sticking out of the ground. I wonder what this tastes like, Coco thought as he took a bite. Crunch, crunch. Oh, this is so good, he said, munching happily. Coco kept crawling through the forest, looking for the tastiest foods. He found a bunch of purple grapes and gobbled them up. Then, he found a bright yellow banana and took a big bite. He even found a soft, golden pear and enjoyed every juicy bite. Oh, I am growing bigger, he realized. And indeed, he was. Every day, Coco ate more and more, and his tiny body became plump and strong. But there was one thing Coco didn't know: he was about to go on the biggest adventure of his life. One day, as he was nibbling on a delicious green bean, an old, wise butterfly named Bella fluttered down beside him. Bella had shimmering blue and silver wings that sparkled in the sunlight. She looked at Coco with kind eyes. "Little one, you have eaten well, but do you know what happens next?" she asked. Coco shook his head. "What do you mean?" Bella smiled. "You have been growing, and soon, something magical will happen. You will build a cozy cocoon around yourself and take a long nap. When you wake up, you will no longer be a caterpillar." Coco's tiny eyes widened. "What will I be?" he asked. Bella chuckled. "You will see, little one. Just trust the process." Coco was confused, but Bella's words stayed in his heart. That evening, as the sky turned pink and orange, Coco felt very tired. His belly was full, and his body felt heavy. He crawled onto a strong branch and spun a silky cocoon around himself. The cocoon was soft and warm. As he wrapped himself up tightly, he whispered, "I wonder what will happen next," and slowly fell asleep. Days passed. The forest became quiet. The wind blew gently, and the stars twinkled above. Inside the cocoon, Coco was changing. His tiny body transformed in ways he didn't even understand. Then, one bright morning, the cocoon started to shake. Crack, crack, a tiny opening appeared. Coco wiggled and pushed, and suddenly, he was free. But something was different. He looked at himself and gasped. "Oh, what happened to me?" Coco was no longer a little caterpillar. He had grown beautiful, colorful wings. He was now a butterfly. He flapped his wings and felt the wind lift him up. "I can fly," he shouted joyfully. Bella smiled from a nearby flower. "You see, little one, you never gave up. You kept going, and now you are ready to explore the world." Coco felt proud and happy. He flew high above the trees, feeling the warm sunlight on his wings. He saw the whole forest from the sky, something he could never do as a caterpillar. He spotted the apple tree where he had his first big meal. He saw the river where the birds sang every morning. He saw the tall oak tree where he had nibbled on juicy green leaves. Everything looked so different from above. As Coco flew, he met new friends along the way. A family of bees buzzed around colorful flowers. "Hello, Coco," they greeted. "Welcome to the sky." "Thank you," Coco said happily. He watched as they collected nectar and made honey. "Flying is amazing," Coco exclaimed. He then met a bright red ladybug resting on a leaf. "Hello, little one," the ladybug said. I see you have found your wings. Yes, Coco replied. I used to be a caterpillar, but now I am a butterfly. That is the magic of nature, the ladybug said. You have grown, and now you can do things you never imagined before. Coco felt a deep joy in his heart. He realized that every step of his journey, every leaf he ate, every new food he tried, every lesson he learned had led him to this moment. He thought of all the times he had felt hungry and tired, all the times he had wondered what was next. Now, he understood. Every journey has a purpose, Coco said to himself. And every little step leads to something big. He fluttered through the air, feeling the wind against his wings, knowing that he was exactly where he was meant to be. From that day on, Coco was no longer just a hungry little caterpillar, he was a strong, brave butterfly, ready for endless adventures. And so, Coco soared through the skies, free and full of joy, knowing that every journey begins with a single step, or in his case, a single bite.